Hello there everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of All About a Fursuiter, the series where we interview furries, get to know a little bit more about the furry fandom, one furry at a time. Yes! So in this episode we are going to be interviewing none other than Pit the Hyena. So funny enough, back in season 2, we interviewed someone named Splits the DUTCHIE. So we're interviewing his husband, Pit the Hyena, back now in season 5. So I love how that all works. It's so awesome, honestly. It's honestly a huge honor to have you on here, Pit the Hyena. It's so cool. As always, we will ask Pit 5 questions. And at the end, he'll ask me a question, and we'll do that switcheroo round. It's as always. It's awesome. I love it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Yes!
Hi everyone, I'm Pit the Hyena. Thank you, Benji, for having me on so much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be a little nervous though because I've never done one of these before, so I'll try my best.
You're going to do great, Pit. I understand being nervous, but you're going to do awesome. Yes. So on to question 1 now, and that is, why a hyena?
So why did I choose a hyena? That's honestly something I've asked myself a lot myself. I guess you could say I just kind of fell into it. When I joined the fandom, which actually wasn't too long ago, I'll mention that later, I never expected myself to fall in love with hyenas. They're just incredibly smart and sociable animals, and that's just kind of something I lack myself. I'm very introverted out of suit, and I just kind of find myself just hanging back from everyone else, and I just kind of like cling to someone that I know and I'm comfortable with. That's usually maybe like a close friend or my husband. And I just find myself I have trouble interacting with new people, but hyenas, they're just very communal animals, and it just, when I'm like, feel like I'm a hyena, it just brings out those traits that I feel that I lack. I'm like more sociable, I interact with people, and I think that's why I ended up going with a hyena, because, you know, it highlights those traits that I struggle with as a person. It just kind of like brings them up.
I think that is really neat how you made a hyena based on yourself and how introverted you are. That's really cool, because I think that is really cool that you made it based on how much of an awesome person you are. Because you're such an awesome person, you're such a positive person, and the hyena matches you so well. And I love that. Yes. Yes. On to the second question now, and that is, how did you find the furry fandom?
So, funny thing with this, I haven't actually been in the fandom all that long, or I guess you could say at least active. I guess you could say I've been a furry since like 2013, 2014. I don't think I was really active in the fandom until maybe 2017 when I found this game called VR Chat, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. I started being quite active in that game, but not as a furry initially. I was actually part of that whole anime crowd for a few months until I found this little community. They're called the Best Boys. I found that I quite liked that and the community, but it eventually led to me finding the furry fandom, which honestly, when I was like kind of active in that community, I didn't even realize it was furry. And there I found a friend who eventually pulled me out of the closet and helped me realize that, yep, I'm a furry. And I started talking to them pretty much every day, and I still do talk to them every day. I mean, this was back in like 2018, so you could say that I've only been in the fandom for maybe a little over 5 or 6 years. I mean, and actually, you know, funny thing, like during this time is like when I actually created Pit, and I mean, his full name is actually Pitcairn. Not many people know that, and how he came to be, I actually found this open source model created by Darn Hyena. They were these little hyenas that I absolutely adore. They were a combination of like Photoshop, Unity, and other editing programs. I changed the color palette and appearance of the model, and well, that's how this guy came to be. This little dork.
You know, funny enough, I actually found the furry fandom in 2017 now too. Funny enough, I felt kind of old finding it in 2017, but I suppose now I think about it, I guess it makes us kind of still young. So nice. That's awesome. It's cool that we both found the fandom or became active in 2017. So that's really awesome, my dude. Yes. On to the third question now, and that is, what are some furry artists that you recommend to others out there?
Oh man, there's just so many artists I could say. I love pretty much every artist that I see, but I might have to go with probably just 2 specific ones. The first one will have to be actually the one who actually did my ref sheet for my current Sona, and their name is Max, or they go by Miaxi. He's done a lot of art for me over the years. He's done my ref sheet, a few full body commissions, and even one of my badges that I still wear today. He does a lot of other stuff as well, as like, you know, he does busts, stickers, comics, Twitch emojis, and even animated pixel art. I mean, he pretty much does everything. And probably one of the best things I love about what he does is he does like a pay what you want commission. So for like when he wants to do like experimental stuff, obviously depending on how much you pay is like kind of what you will get, but it's definitely something you can do if you're interested in. You don't maybe have a whole lot of money, but you want something. You throw him like maybe 30, 40 bucks and he'll whip you something up. And you can find them on Twitter at Meoxie, Meoxie. My other artist that I recommend is the one who does my stickers, and that's Brookie. They're a little tougher to get in contact with, but you can find them on Instagram at Brookie, or FA at Brookie. I love their overly cartoony and exaggerated style, which is something I absolutely am a sucker for. That's probably why I went with the more burlesque, because I love their over-exaggerated, like, cartoony look.
And that is true. There are so many amazing furry artists out there, and that's really cool of how they made the ref sheet. That's cool how they do all that. It's really awesome. So many amazing furry artists. I love that, Pit. Yes. On to the 4th question now, and that is Paws or Paws?
Oh man, the age-old question, Paws or Paws. Honestly, I don't know which side I'm on. Frankly, I mean, I like and appreciate both, but if I had to choose, I'm sorry, I'd probably have to be Paws. I mean, they just look so soft, so comfy and warm. It's like a little wet blanket, and I just, yeah.
Oh, yes. I love that answer. Yes, I'm with you 100% there, man. Yes. Yes, as you can probably see up there. I'm with you. On to the fifth and final question now, and that is for you, Pit. And that is, how has the furry fandom changed your life?
Oh man, where to even start with this one? There's so many angles I could approach this, and so much to say with so little time. Growing up and making my way through elementary all the way through high school, I never really had a solid friend group. And in high school, I had a group that was pretty solid, and I frequently hung out with them, and played games with them on Discord and Steam, all those little game apps. And ironically, they were the ones who actually introduced me to VR chat, which inevitably led to this happening. And if it wasn't for them, honestly, I might have not even found the fandom. Something that the fandom really changed my life for the better is, finding friends in a community that I can honestly call home. I found friends, a lifelong partner, and it's just some place I can go to escape. And if I needed to, it gave me that place that made me feel like I belonged somewhere.
I think that is really, really a touching story you said there. I think it's really cool how you found it through VR chat, how you built a community, built friends, found your husband through the furry community. How you found all that. That's really, really cool. That's really awesome, man.
No, thank you so much for Benji for having me on. I love this opportunity to kind of just share my life story, just answer some questions. Not like really a whole lot. I hope it gives people sort of a glimpse into who I am and my journey through the fandom. And I like sharing my story. It's so interesting to see how other people have gone through the fandom, how it's changed them, or how it's kind of what path they took. So I got a question for you too, Benji. Like Pit, my persona, he means so much to me, and it feels like an extension of myself, and I'll cherish him forever. So my question for you is what does Benji mean to you, and how has he changed your life? And I'll ask the same to everyone else. How has your persona changed your life?
That's what this is all about, Pit, and just in general for the series. It's all about telling airy furry stories. And I'm happy we can do that with you, Pit, and just everyone here. has been interviewed, because I love telling everyone's stories, the positivity about every furry that we've interviewed. I'm really happy we could do that for you, Pit. So as the question that you said, what does Benji mean to me? So Benji for me is a wave of positivity. He brings the light out of me, because when I was younger, I was just a complete mess. I was just a complete mess. I'll be honest, I was not a good person when I was young. And I feel like Benji has been just a positive wave in my life. And I love him for that. And Benji has been like that guiding light in my life, and I thank him for that. And I thank myself too, because I'm grateful that I'm able to get out of that rut. And yeah, I'm thankful that Benji has been a good source for me, and the community has been a great source for me. It's been good. I'm thankful to the community, I'm thankful to Benji, I'm thankful to God, thankful for all that. So yes, and I'm thankful to have Pit on here, because Pit has been an amazing host. Or it would be the other way around. I don't know. Anyway, thankful to Pit for being on here either way. Also, Pit, you did an amazing job. You did not even seem nervous. You did amazing. I loved every bit of everything you did. Seriously, check out Pit's socials down below. I'll leave all down below. Pit is an amazing person. He's so positive. Him and Splits both amazing people. I'm happy to interview them both. Seriously amazing people that bring light upon this furry fandom. Seriously, can't thank them both enough. But yeah, I'll leave all the socials for Pit in the description down below. If you want to check Pit out. As always, if you did enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, but as for always, and as for always, I bid y'all a good farewell.